Okay, students, we're going to be looking at solving some compound inequalities, and I hope you've glanced at your notes. And this video, I'm going to work through the examples here because I think that'll be more helpful than me trying to type them out in the notes. For number 6, one method you can use when you have an inequality where the x variable is between the two numbers, you need to realize that this inequality is currently in 3 parts. So one method you can use is you can literally divide it into 3 pieces like this. So now that I have that inequality divided into 3 pieces, anytime I need to get the x by itself, I'm going to have to add 3. But when I add 3, just like normally, you add it to both parts of the equation. In this case, we add it to all 3 parts of the equation. So I can add 3 there and add 3 there. So you basically get a 7 is less than x is less than 10. So if you were wanting to graph this, you could say this point 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then that's 8, 9, 10. You wouldn't have had to do the 0 on this one. You could have just done the 7 and 10, but I like to include the 0 when I can. And then there is an open circle on the 7 because there is no equal. There's an open circle on the 10 because there is no equal. And then what gets shaded is what is between the 7 and the 10 because your x is between your 7 and the 10. It's the part between 7 and 10 that gets shaded. We've gone over graphing those before, but that's a good quick review there. We'll go ahead and try the next one. And let's see if we can switch colors real quick. So on the next one, what we need to do is I'm going to show you a second way to do it. There are some students who just don't like thinking of the 3 parts. So what you can do is you can actually write the equation in 2 pieces. I can write it as 15 is greater than or equal to negative 5g. So that's one piece of the equation. And then I can write a second piece of the equation, negative 5g is greater than or equal to negative 10. And then what I'll do is solve each piece separately. So on this one, I need to divide both sides by negative 5. And that will be, when I divide by negative, I change the direction of the sign. So negative 3 is less than or equal to g. And then I divide both sides by negative 5 here. So once again, got to change the direction of the sign. So g is greater than or equal to, because I divided by negative 2. I'm sorry, that's a less than or equal to 2. And then this one, to be able to graph it, you need to flip it around so that the g is on that side. And when you flip it around, since the alligator was going for the g, the alligator is still going for the g. So basically I have, if this is 0, I have a value of positive 2 and a value of negative 1, 2, 3. These are both closed circles because they both have equal to's. And what I'm doing is shading the part that is less than 2, but still bigger than 3. So that's the part less than 2, bigger than 3. The part that describes is this part in the middle right here. Would have been the same graph if we did it in between notation. We just would have had one equation instead of the 2 separate ones with a and. Technically, it is less than or equal to 2 and greater than or equal to 3 because that's what between means. Now, sometimes you'll have one written as an and or nor separately, like number 8. So let's go ahead and try that. On number 8, I can just solve each of those. So subtract 4 there would give me a z is less than negative 2. This is probably the easiest kind. On this one, I have to divide by negative 3. When you divide by negative, you flip the sign. So that is a z is greater than positive 9. So I need to graph the numbers that are greater than 9. So I'll call this a 9 here. And then less than negative 2. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ooh, 1, 2. If negative 2 is all the way off my graph, so I'm talking about something, and let's see if I can make that go away, something way over there at negative 2. If you wanted to keep it on your graph, you could have always counted by 2's or something, but that's just fine to have a negative 2 going that way and a 9 going that way, and there's your 0 point there. I want you to go ahead and pause the video, try the next ones, and we'll go over the answers in just a second. Okay, first thing I need to do is make a quick correction. I lost my equal to on this first one, so that should have been a filled-in circle on the 10. On number 9, you should have had a t less than 2 or t greater than or equal to 5. So an open and a closed circle there pointing out. Number 10 should have had -8 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 2. So closed circles filled in the middle. And number 11 should have been between 20 and 100. So closed circles there shaded in the middle. So